Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of newer Yu-Gi-Oh things come out, and we're going to be even looking at some Rush cards, as there's a bunch of news for Rush. Finally, DIAN KETO is coming out with another card. This one's actually really good. And then on top of that, we've got some new legend cards coming out for Rush duels. This guy might be a familiar face. That's Buster Blader. And on top of that, we have the Amazments. They're getting some more support over here. I actually thought this was going to be like the other pirate support over here. But on top of that, we got our first legend spell card coming out for Rush duels as well. And on top of that, we got some new confirmation for some new support coming out for Speedroid / Crystal Wing support. And on top of that, we've got maybe some support for what looks like Lyrical Lucina Fleur, or I don't know, I thought the artwork might have been Valkyries, but a lot of stuff to go into. So let's go ahead and kick it off with some Amazement cards. This is going to be coming out in Dawn of Majesty though. For the set. Anyways, we're going to be taking a look first at the effect monster over here. So that's the monster on the left. It's going to be level 4. It's got 1800 attack and 1400 defense points. And it's going to be a light machine effect monster. And it says you can only use this card's name first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is you get to reveal an attraction trap from your hand to spell summon this card from your hand. The second part is you get to send an attraction trap from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard to set one attraction trap directly from your deck to your spell and trap zone. Okay, and the next one up is the Amazement Attraction Vanquishing Viking. Normal trap card that says target one Amazement monster you control or one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this card to that target. The second part says you get to activate one of these effects based on the equipped monster's controller. So if it's you, once per turn when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you get to negate the attack, and if you do, change the control of the equipped monster until the end of the battle phase. The other part is your opponent, when the equipped monster activates its effect, you get to return it to the hand. Oh, okay, so it's basically, that's a pretty decent effect. It unfortunately does not negate the effect. Kind of needs both to be like, you know, really good. At least that's my thoughts on it. But next up though, DIAN KETO, the Prison Master. So this card over here is actually finally a good Rush card. But anyways, DIAN KETO, the Prison Master, is a level 8 Dark Aqua type effect monster, 2500 attack, 1000 defense points, and its requirement is going to be you can activate by sending one card from your hand to the graveyard. The effect is to look at your opponent's hand and choose to send one card among them to the graveyard. If you send a monster level 7 or higher to the graveyard with this effect, you get to gain 1000 life points. So obviously this effect is really good, and I guess it's going to be on the physical issue of a jump. So this is going to be a card that not only is going to be difficult to get because it's kind of Rush and we don't have it yet here in the TCG, but on top of that, it's going to be the jump. So it's a good card though, but I think some people might want it for collector's purposes. But this could activate something in the graveyard, right? If you're sending it via card effect or set up for other plays later down the line. And on top of that, you're able to go and check out your opponent's hand. Everything that looks at your opponent's hand, pretty much with the exception of like a Point of the Red Lotus, which is slow because it's a trap card, is pretty much banned in the game, right? So this card, if Rush Duel ever merges with a regular TCG, this could be a card some people may want to consider. And you can send anything, it's not just a monster, but if you do send one, you get 1000 life points. I think this is actually first like actual good Rush card that I would think about maybe in like a Pendulum deck and like in a regular Yu-Gi-Oh that I'd actually run. All right, just for guessing games, I didn't know, I wanted to say it was like Dark Witch or something, but her hair color on Dark Witch I believe is like dark, I think it's just black. But nonetheless, if you guys want to play along, because you know they hype up stuff, and I do encourage, you know, just the funness of guessing. It's the card name for Bubble Era's new spell card. But I'm wondering, what is the name of this card? I know this card has some other artwork, but the seahorse archetype is going to be a thing. They're called like the mermaid horses or something. I remember covering them briefly as a new archetype. I'm pretty sure that goes with it. I'm not sure the name of this Yu-Gi-Oh card in the middle, but if you guys want to guess what the name of, like, obviously the card's not out, but the name of the character in the middle, you guys can feel free to guess. I know it's something, but the legendary cards. Now, if you guys don't know what the Rush Duel legend cards are, you're only allowed to have one of them in your deck. It's kind of a cool idea. I wish regular Yu-Gi-Oh had that, and that way we could have some like, you know, banned cards, but you can only play one copy of like one legend card. Maybe like, let's say Gold Eldritch is like a legendary card or something. Like a lot of stuff that is in regular Yu-Gi-Oh that like people consider OP, make it a legend card so people can only run one of these in their entire deck. Like you could put back Pot of Greed, but some decks couldn't function because they need that one legend card. It's a cool idea. But the effective Buster Blader, well, he's a level 7 Earth Warrior, 26 attack, 23 defense. And then the requirement is now the continuous effect. It gains 500 attack times the total number of face-up dragon type monster your opponent controls and monster in your opponent's graveyard. That's actually like an okay-ish effect if you are playing in Rush. Unfortunately, it doesn't count your graveyard. Otherwise, I would just run mix in Buster Blader with your own deck, because literally a monster with 31 attack in Rush duels is actually quite good. But yeah, it's another legend card. But there's more legendary cards, and I do want to go over. There's actually a lot of stuff to talk about, but this is going to be Rush Duel. Let's get started with Rush Duels and special card case campaigns. Again, I don't even know if we're ever going to get these in the TCG, but we still have some other TCG stuff to talk about here. But anyways, nonetheless, this is some like Rush Duel starter deck power up pack. But anyways, it's going to be happening on March 20th and until stock is no longer available. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to get these again, but you get 3 cards per pack. So it's just going to be 3 cards, but 7 Roads Warlock is in it. It's Spellcaster Dark, level 5, 1100 attack, 1700 defense points. Requirement is to send 1 trap card from your hand to the graveyard. The effect is to choose a 7 or higher dark spellcaster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then if you added 7 Road Magician to your hand with this effect, you can choose 1 monster at level 6 or higher spellcaster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. The other card is Triad Drago, which is Dragon Effect, Earth, level 3, 300 attack, 1300 defense points. Requirement: your opponent controls a face-up monster at level 7 or higher, and you control 2 face-up monsters, Dragon, except level 3, you get to draw 1. That card's probably not going to see any play. Next up, we have Monster Reincarnation, which is actually a really good card in Rush Duels. Monster Reincarnation is a legend card, so that means if you play this, you can't play any more legend cards. Unless they're making some new rule, which I haven't been updated on. You can only run once. That means you couldn't play with this with Buster Blader. You can't even play this with Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes is actually a legend card, but it's the exact same effect. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, choose a monster in your graveyard, and add it back to your hand. Okay, so how to obtain: you purchase any 7 packs of your Rush Duels and you'll get the pack, I guess. Well, that's cool. You get a free deck box too. Yo, why can't we get these things in the TCG? I want this one over here. That one looks really cool. There's that one card where you get like all 3 of them, where it's like the EX stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about, this is OCG Duelists of the Whirlwind. We don't know the effects of these, but we do know some of what's going to come out. Sacred Knights. Okay, so anyways, each what says effects sold separately. Some of the illustrations for the cards can power up decks of the 3 duelists that use wind monsters have been revealed. So a monster that can power up the deck of YuGiOh. We have a monster that can power up the deck of Ryo Kurosaki / Lulu Obsidian, which that's Lyrical Lucina, definitely. And then another monster that can power the deck of Chariot LeBlanc over here. So that's all the info we have for this, but I will cover it once that does come out for you guys. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the new cards. You guys can let me know what you guys think their effects are going to be, or if they're going to be any good. Let me know down below in the comment section below. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you are new here and you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more. I want to know the effects of these cards more than anything, but nonetheless, some new Amazement stuff as well. Hopefully that deck will get a little bit more play. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.